What is up, YouTube? Thrift School over here, and I haven't done a what sold video in a little while, and I just want to go over some sales that I had on eBay, that I had on Amazon. Nothing really local, I don't think, but I have my phone pulled up to Amazon right now, so I'm gonna pop screenshots up on the screen, slide over to the side here, and let's just get right into it. All right, so let's start off big. The first item we have here is a Funko Pop. I purchased a huge lot of Funko Pops, actually two huge lots. I bought a Star Wars lot and a Game of Thrones lot. This one that sold is a Luke Skywalker with an X-Wing. Now, this sold for $109.99. Honestly, an awesome sale. This just sold today, actually. So we're starting big, we're starting good. The lot of Funko Pops I found was through Facebook Marketplace. People always ask how I'm finding these huge lots of items, whether they be CDs, video games, toys, miscellaneous items, right? I scour local resources every single day. I'm looking on Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, Let Go, Craigslist. Maybe Facebook Marketplace isn't so great in your area, but OfferUp is. Maybe Let Go is better than OfferUp. Maybe Craigslist is still popping wherever you're from. I mean, it's not really great here in Connecticut, but I do really well on places like Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, and not so much Let Go anymore, but I used to use it all the time. So this is a great sale right here, about $110 for one Funko Pop. Keeping with the theme of Funko Pops, we have another one, well, this one is one of the Game of Thrones ones, not the Star Wars ones. You guys can see it right here. It is Peter Baelish. I've never really seen Game of Thrones. I've seen a couple episodes here and there, so I don't know who this character is, but he sold for $48.94. Now, when I was buying these Funko Pops, I knew I wanted to ship them into Amazon FBA. And I knew that they could get damaged in Amazon's warehouses. So what did I do? I went onto eBay and I purchased a lot of 100 Funko Pop protectors. Now it averaged out to like 49 cents extra per Funko Pop per case. So I have to include that into each item that I purchased. So on average, I think I was spending about $6 per Funko Pop, and then add that 50 cents or so on there, plus shipping. Shipping into Amazon costs about 50 cents or less per item. So definitely less, probably closer to 20 cents per item. So that $6 Funko Pop is now about a $7 Funko Pop. Doesn't really matter when something is selling for $48.94. Awesome sale, very happy about this one. Next item, sticking with toys, is a Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy Groot. And this is kind of like an electronic figure. I actually went to Big Lots. They were having a huge sale type thing where everything in all the Big Lots, all the toys, were 50% off. So that's not bad right there. I mean, definitely money to be made. Well, I ended up buying out like 3 or 4 different Big Lots around me. I bought all these Groots. I think I was paying like $7 each, and sold the last one here for $39.98. Definitely an awesome sale. Very happy about that. 40 bucks all day, very easy to ship, again through Amazon FBA. I include multiple things in the box, so shipping is only about 20 cents an item. If I'm shipping things like CDs or video games or DVD, well, I don't really do DVDs on Amazon, but smaller items, you can fit a lot more into a box. They weigh very little, so you could get down as low as 5 cents per item to ship. Great way to do it. It's not like eBay where shipping something like this could have cost me $6, $7, $8. So that's just a tip. If you only sell on eBay, try doing Amazon, right? If you don't want to do FBA right away, try doing merchant fulfilled and then work your way up. I recommend starting with FBA. That's how I did it. Here is another item from the Big Lots that I bought out, these Star Wars lightsabers, Kylo Ren lightsabers. I sold this one for $34.91, and it was just my last one that sold. I had about 25 or 30 of these, and I was paying, I think, $6 a pop on them. Sold this one for $34.91. Awesome deal, very happy about that. Here's another Funko Pop, and I think it's gonna be the last one I show off. This is another Star Wars one. It's a Cloud City dual Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader, sold for $62.99. Great sale. You know, whether you think Funko Pops are the next Beanie Babies or not, whether you think they're gonna crash, whether you think they're not gonna be worth anything in the future, I don't buy and hold them. I buy them and I flip them quick. So the best way I find to get these are to buy them locally. So if I see a bunch of Funko Pops and I do my research and I know I'll double my money, I don't even have to double my money, right? I could spend $500 on Funko Pops to make, you know, my 500 back plus 300, and I'm happy with that. They are fast moving items and they're very easy to ship into Amazon, and I know I'm getting sales on them. So that's one way to do it. You don't always have to triple, quadruple, quintuple your money like you can at thrift stores. If you really want volume, if you really want to make a lot more money, I recommend lowering your ROI but buying things that are worth more, right? So it's almost like buying a MacBook, right? If you know it sells for $1,500 but you have to spend $1,200 on it, that's worth it because now you're getting $300 back. Of course, there's returns and things like that. The MacBook was just a random thing I pulled out of thin air. But if you spend more money, you're gonna have lower ROIs, but you're gonna have bigger returns, right? You could buy 1,000 $1 items to make $1 back. You just doubled your money, but you have to wait for those 1,000 items to sell, and you're only making, you know, $1 each time. So there's different ways that people like to do it. And for me, sometimes I will spend, you know, $500 to make $200-300 profit. And I do that all the time. Here's a cool item. I actually bought a mystery box from somebody who watches me on YouTube. I bought it through him on Mercari. He reached out to me on Instagram and said, hey, I have a whole bunch of, you know, stuff that I bought out from GameStops and local places and whatever, and I will sell you a mystery box where you'll make about 50% profit. I said, yeah, sounds great. So I got the mystery box. It wasn't that good. I would have lost money on it. I paid over $600 for it, and he was a great guy. We ended up working out a deal where I paid him less, but he let me keep the stuff, and we just worked something out, so it was awesome, super helpful. He gave me 3 of these FIFA games, and all 3 have sold for $34.98 each. Really nice sale right there. Now, I still have a lot more things from that box. I'm still in the negative on that particular buy, but that's okay. Hopefully, I will start making money and getting into the profit. That's what I've been doing lately. I've been buying lots of bigger bulk items and making money that way. So sometimes I'll drop $600 and it takes me weeks, if not months, to recoup my money. But once you do it a few times, once you're on like your 4th or 5th buy, you start making money on that first buy, then your 2nd buy, then your 3rd buy, and then they start to compound. So now I'm on my however manyth buy, could be 50th, right? And I'm in the profit for my first 30 or 35. So that money starts to stack, so it gives you more money to be doing these buys. So it's not super quick cash, it's more long tail because there's a lot more items that you have to sell, but it's a great way to start building inventory and getting more money. I just wanted to show off a very low price selling Funko Pop right here. This Jon Snow only sold for, what, $8.24. Definitely not a great buy, but it was included with that lot. So I wouldn't have bought this individually, but this is just showing you that not every single Funko Pop is gonna be worth money. I'm sure you guys know this if you're watching. If you don't know, if you know nothing about toys or video games or anything like that, when you buy things in bulk, not everything's gonna be worth anything. I think I profited maybe $3 on this one. So I didn't put it in a Funko Pop protector. Luckily, no return granted. The payment just came through and it just shipped out 2 days ago. So yeah, that maybe wasn't, who knows? But for something that cheap, where I'm only profiting $3, if it gets returned, it gets returned. It's not the end of the world. You know, you're gonna get some good with the bad, especially when I'm buying CDs. I get so many duds where I can't even ship them into Amazon or sell them on eBay. So I have to offload them for 5-10 cents a piece. And that's gonna happen, but it's okay when it happens because it's great learning. It lets you know what to look out for when you're at the thrift stores or at pawn shops or looking locally. You'll start to build a mental database, and it really helps when you're looking for things to buy and sell. Here's something interesting that's not a toy or a game, and it actually sold lower than I expected. I don't know why I would have priced it this low, because I always usually get about $25 to $30 for it. It is a Panasonic KP 310 electric pencil sharpener. I find these all the time at the thrift store for between, you know, $2 and $5, and I always pick them up. Sometimes they don't work though, so be careful. I've actually had 2 that do not sharpen pencils, but I've had about 20, 30, 40, however many I've purchased throughout the years that work perfectly fine. So not a horrible failure rate. And to finish off Amazon, here's an awesome sale. It is a K'NEX Electric Inferno roller coaster, sold for $99.99. Free shipping, of course, because it's Amazon Prime. And this is funny because I actually picked this up locally from a lady in town. She posted on Facebook Marketplace with a huge Lego set. I purchased both of them from her for about $120, I think. And I knew I would pretty much make my money back on this. And then the Lego is profit. And the Lego, I think, already sold, or it's still listed, but that was about $179.99, I think, $180 sale right there. So I was gonna more than double my money. They were pretty quick sellers, so I figured why not? It's right in town, it's quick and easy. Well, this thing sold, and I made all my money back. It sold originally for about $140, made my money back after fees, and then it got returned to me. Well, I get the return, and the box was cut open and damaged, but everything inside was still new. So somebody might have bought it as a gift, done whatever. The person opened it up, realized they didn't want it, shipped it back to me, and there's nothing I can do. That is an issue with selling online sometimes. I was instantly out about $40. Maybe I sold it for $150. So maybe I was out $50 plus shipping it there, shipping it back. This was a big item. It went in its own box to Amazon FBA. So it cost me about $6 to ship it there. I think it was about $2 or whatever it is to get it shipped back to you. And then I had to ship it back in for about another $6, and then I sold it for $100. So even though it's a $100 sale, it ended up not making me that much money, but at least the Lego set made me good money, and that's an issue that you run into with selling bigger items. Shipping costs can be crazy, especially on eBay. All right, first things first, we have this Halloween shirt. I just purchased a whole bunch of Halloween and horror related merch, DVDs, Blu-rays, t-shirts, things like that. And somebody reached out to me and said, hey, I watched your YouTube channel. Let's see if I could give him a shout out. David. So David, thank you for reaching out and buying this shirt from me. It is a Halloween Michael Myers shirt. Now, it wasn't just this one that sold for $55. I originally had all these shirts listed at $30 a piece. He wanted to buy 2 shirts, this and a Halloween 2 one. And I said, you know what? I'll just up the price on this to $55 for you because that was the offer he put in. I'll up this one to $55 and I'll just delete the other listings. So he purchased it that way. Perfect. Worked out beautifully. $55 for 2 shirts. Very happy about that sale. Here is the other shirt that sold because I sold those 2 to him and then 1 to someone else. This one is a Predator shirt. Super cool shirt. I probably priced it too low because this sold within a couple hours of me listing it. And on my YouTube video where I showed off the shirts, I actually had a few comments saying they wanted to buy this shirt. Probably could have gone for 40, 50, 60, I don't know how much, right? I could have priced it higher. I thought 30 was a fair price. And yeah, it sold for $30. Really cool Predator shirt. And yeah, I just thought it was awesome. The next item we have here is a snow globe. I sell snow globes all the time. They're really not that hard to ship. I'm not too worried ever about shipping these off. This is a New York City Macys snow globe. It has the Twin Towers in it, which is very sought after when it comes to New York City snow globes. It played music. It played New York, New York. It was very cool. Sold for $55.95. Actually a little bit less than I had anticipated. I recently just sold a Boston snow globe with a rotating base like this one had. And that one sold for, I believe, $80 pretty quickly as well. So this one going for $56, not bad. All right, this one is actually gonna be a multi-parter, so you're actually getting a lot more than 2 more. Unlucky you guys. So I purchased a huge lot of vintage toys and a bunch of die-cast planes came in this lot. Well, I've actually been selling them off pretty well. And somebody from Alaska purchased one from me. I'm like, that's gonna cost me a little bit to ship, but then he ended up purchasing another and then another. So he purchased 3 from me for a pretty good amount of money. I'll pop them all up here. The first one is this die-cast McDonnell Douglas plane for $61.70. The next one is this MIG Fulcrum, I think is what it is. I know nothing about planes. This one sold for $61.70 as well. And then the last one is another McDonnell Douglas, sold for $29.44. So he purchased all 3. They all fit into the same size, into a nice box, and they weighed just under 2 pounds. So lucky. So I was able to ship it at a 2-pound rate. all the way to Anchorage, Alaska, guys. It did not cost me that much. I think it was $15 in total to ship all 3 of these off. I'm actually going to give you guys 2 more because I just saw 2 things that I really wanted to show off. Also, if you're interested in anything in my eBay store, link down below. First link in the description. So you could always check it out, see if there's anything you like in there. Shoot me an offer if it has best offer and we can work something out. So this thing is a huge lot. Horrible buy. Horrible buy. I purchased a huge lot of not Game Informer, like game guides, video game strategy guides. $2 a piece is what I paid for them. This isn't all of them. This is 40 of them. I purchased like 90 something. I shipped a few off to Amazon. I have a few listed on eBay individually, and then these were all the ones that were kind of duds. I sold a couple on Amazon, made maybe like 30 bucks, maybe. And then the ones on eBay, I think I sold 1 or 2 and I've profited maybe $10, $15. And then this lot of 40, I sold for $95 plus free shipping. And it went all the way to Australia, but through the global shipping program. So I live in Connecticut, only had to ship it to Kentucky, wasn't horrible. $95 is the offer we ended up working out. And it cost me a decent amount to ship. I think it was about $13, $14. And for the last sale, we will end it on a high note. I sold this game right here for the Super Nintendo. It is Demon's Crest. Sold for $284.99. Awesome sale. Very happy about this. Great condition, complete in box. I originally had it listed for $350 because of the condition. Had it on sale. Somebody offered me like $275, and I said, I'll do $285. Just to cover the shipping costs, right? And he accepted. He was very happy about it because I worked with him on price. I think he got a pretty good deal. I think in the condition this was in, it could have sold for $300, but I just wanted that big sale to come in, so I took it. Why not? And yeah, awesome. Very happy about that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video on all these sales that I had. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any questions at all. Subscribe if you haven't already. This is Thrift School signing out. See ya.